Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerds with Chainsaw podcast. We're your hosts, Dalton Wright and Brett Drogemeyer.
How's it going, everyone? Oh, God, my voice cracked there.
Well, to start off the episode, I shall be trying the final flavor that I possess of long drink.
Very good.
The long drink cranberry. I am already halfway through it while I was waiting.
Sorry, I had a side quest. But,
Cranberry's pretty good.
cranberry pretty good.
Pretty good.
I am actually having a drink of my own creation this time. I made a whiskey mule, and I finished off my Jim Beam bourbon with it, so it's just the exact same thing as a normal mule, but instead of vodka, it's whiskey.
Mules are vodka?
Yep.
Did not know that.
Traditionally. Moscow mules are, anyway.
Vodka, ginger beer, and mint. Yeah.
I am missing the mint, but it has lime juice in it, too.
Ah.
Mint's usually just a garnish.
See, my parents are big Moscow mule drinkers. They have the copper cups and everything. And during the... What is it? Is it winter? Is that a winter drink? Summer. It's a summer drink. During the summer, they tend to get a mint plant and have fresh mint for their mules.
I need to get a mint plant. Every single one I've had, though, has died.
Well, since they went on their Mediterranean diet, I don't think they can really do mules very often. Though they're allowed wine, but I think that's pretty much the only alcohol they can have without being on a cheat day. And the wine's limited too. My dad can have 2 glasses and my mom can have 1.
Just slamming down bottles of wine.
Listen, sometimes they do on the weekends when everyone comes over to feed the troops and they have a non-Mediterranean meal and we're all just get around and have a good time. Yeah, a couple bottles go away.
You got the...
Everyone's contributing to that, though. It's not just them pounding it down.
I was like, you guys have access to, like, the nice homemade shit, too.
Well, that's not what they mainly drink.
I know, but it's just...
We get a couple every now and then. Every time we go see Grandpa, we bring a few back, but majority they're drinking stuff they bought at the store. Grandpa's wine, though, is a bit of Russian roulette. Yeah, you kind of get to guess the strength of that bottle. Kind of like hand loads. You're like, oh man, I was drunk when making these hand loads. Is this one going to be a squib, or is this one going to fucking blow up the gun? Same with his wine. You can down a bottle of his wine and feel nothing, or you can down a bottle of his wine and need an ambulance.
This one's 3%. This one's 30%.
Pretty much, but they're always good, so it doesn't matter either way.
Fair enough. No.
But you said you found your solution to the internet issue.
Yeah, I did find at least a temporary solution, I guess. I guess I don't know if it's just too much internet in one place, too much signal, and it's interfering with each other, or what. But I have discovered that if I unplug my Wi-Fi extender for the mesh network, everything runs fine. So who the fuck knows? It's got to be something with the mesh network, or that repeater is just fucked.
Bad repeater is too close to the router.
I don't think it is, because when I have it unplugged, my Wi-Fi signal up here isn't like super strong. I only get like a couple bars. So I don't think it is, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to move it around, I guess, and see what works. I might try moving it to like the living room or something, maybe instead of upstairs. Maybe get a little bit better mesh connection, but still cover. But I don't know. I'll have to mess with it.
See, when it comes to this kind of networks, I get a little bit lost. I took the classes I took that went over Wi-Fi and how it all works didn't go into super big detail. It went into needlessly specific detail about some things, and then just left other things like, yep, Wi-Fi's magic. And so...
Too much detail on the non-important shit.
Too much detail in how Wi-Fi towers are positioned and grouped together and everything to keep signals from crossing and keeping everything clean. Not enough of how the fuck it works. I now know how fucking signals actually work, but I don't know how they necessarily conflict with each other when you start running into repeating the same network. Like,
yeah,
I know how to decode fucking Wi-Fi signals, which is dumb. But I don't know if these two signals will cause enough noise to just not
drown
send
each other
anything.
out. Yeah, I don't know.
Decoding signals was the dumbest shit, but it's kind of cool, but doing it by hand was stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd ever really need to do that.
Just so we know how it's done, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to shuffle it around different places in my house until I find something that ends up working. Or shit, maybe I just fucking leave it unplugged since it seems to be working fine. But yeah. Anyway, we were a little late starting the podcast today because I had a little side quest going on. I show up to my house after work, Cassie's sitting at the table. I'm like, okay, making some lunch or whatever. Got a shoebox there. I'm like, the fuck? Has it open? There's a fucking baby possum in there just screaming at us. She's so mad. I guess we have a possum now. So evidently in all the like thunderstorms and shit we've been having recently, its mom died, I guess. And it was the only one left.
Find the body?
Yeah. Whoever found it did. Yeah. So, and this was the only one left alive. So, I guess we just have like a little orphan baby possum now that we're going to raise. Which I'm fine with. I absolutely adore possums.
I don't want a leash and put them in your backyard and you'll eat all it takes.
Exactly. Possums are fantastic. They don't carry like any diseases. They play dead sometimes, which it did in my hand. It was really funny. I was holding it and it finally got scared enough. It's like, I am not alive. It's like, I'm pretty sure you are, but you do your thing, buddy.
Practically immune to snake venom.
Yeah, they're pretty much invincible to any disease or venom or anything like that because their body temperature's so low. They're really cool. A lot of people think they're like nasty and fucking scary looking, but I think they're neat. They're really cute when they're babies, especially.
They're also immune to rabies, so they cannot pass you rabies.
Yep. So it's like, it's not the worst thing to be keeping in my house because there's like no diseases it can give anyone.
It also has a forked penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Possum facts.
I think the females, their nipples are arranged in a bullseye. There's one in the middle, and then it's like a ring of them.
Did not know that one.
Yeah. Possum facts.
More possum facts.
More possum facts. In case you wanted to know. So that was my little side quest for today.
Oops. I guess in my news, the school year's coming to an end, so summer hours are about to start for me, and I am looking forward and not looking forward to it. Not looking forward because that means I work 10-hour shifts, but it's only 4 days a week, so I get Fridays off, which will be nice.
I would love to work tens. I'm really trying.
Tens, they fucking suck to get used to, though. Those first 2 weeks are the worst. But yeah, afterwards it's nice. But summer also brings tons of projects, all of the bitch work, getting everything cleaned and reset and everything. Then you get some fun work like running cable or going into the construction zones, but then it's back to more bitch work. Some days you can fuck around, some days it's like, oh hey, by the way, we're gonna be running cable tray for the entire day in a building with no AC. Have fun.
Does not sound like fun.
It is when you get to play with scissor lifts, though.
That's true. Messing around with equipment's always a good time.
Yeah, but it's summer, no kids. We don't have to really watch what we do or say or dress, so we can just kind of fuck around sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's...
I was like, we start our summer hours on, I think it's Memorial Day we start them at, and I have to be at work by 6 o'clock, which means I have to wake up at like 5 o'clock, which sucks ass, but I get off at 2.
See, I gotta wake up at like 6 o'clock and be to work at 7, but then I work 7 to 5. That's if I don't take a lunch.
God damn it, my neighbor's mowing, I'm sorry.
I can't even hear it on my end.
Oh, I can definitely hear it. I can hear it through my noise-canceling headphones, so they'll probably be able to hear it.
No, our hours start on the 27th, I believe. Which is post Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
The Monday after.
I was like, yeah, I'm really hoping we can get like, get like 10 hours shifts, because it'd be so much nicer.
It is real nice having a 3-day weekend every week.
Yeah, that's nice, and also like the last couple weeks at least. I don't know if it'll continue much past us getting everything like fixed around town, but every fucking time it's like we're like real close, like 30 minutes away from clocking out, and someone fucking calls and it's like, hey, you need to go fix this, or hey, you need to go do this real quick, and we have to go and get fucking overtime. I'm like, if we were working 10s, this wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I get less work done on 10 hours. Like 8 hours is good. You can kind of keep yourself busy for that. I feel like I still get 8 hours of work done on 10-hour days, and the other 2 hours are just fucking nothing.
I definitely feel like with a 10-hour day, with what we're doing right now, we'd get more done. Because the last couple weeks, it's like everything we've been like working at has been like, all right, well, we got to put this down till tomorrow now, and then pick it right back up. It's like where if we had a couple extra hours, we might be able to just get it finished out in one day.
See, almost none of our projects are able to be finished in one day. No matter how many hours we had. But the summer also brings raises, because our fiscal year is in July.
Oh yeah, school does do that, doesn't it?
I'm not expecting a very big raise, because last year's raise was like the biggest our department ever seen. I'm expecting like 15 cents as a raise.
That's not the best.
Yeah. It's a grand total of like, I don't know, $200 a month or something like that. Not even. Let's do the math. 15 cents times 40 hours a week. This times 52 weeks for the whole year. Tax that. Just kidding. It's like $250 more for the entire year. So it's effectively nothing, but...
Yeah, they can say they gave you something.
But yeah, we got something, though. Boy, howdy.
Dude, my paychecks, since I got a $3 raise, they've been nice. I got that $3 raise, and then on top of that, we've been getting overtime like every single week, like at least a couple hours of overtime every single week. So my paychecks have been looking real good.
For me to get a $3 raise, I'll have to get a different job.
Yeah. You need to get a fucking cybersecurity job or whatever. Get that like $100K a year.
That's what I'm trying to do. But all the places that will let you work remote are like, you have to have 3 years of remote experience and experience working in the SOC. And I'm like, fuck, dude. Just give me a junior position. I will work a junior position, which will make like $40K less than the full-time positions. But that's okay, because it's still like double what I'm making now.
Yeah.
And I get into the field. But I've only found one junior position possible, and I applied to it, and I didn't really hear anything back. So I was like, damn. Because junior positions are nice, because they are no experience required. Just have your degree, be knowledgeable with the material from your degree, and be willing to like fucking learn and do a lot of shit. And then you can go from a junior to a full-time if one opens up. But that's what I want. But those junior positions are so sought after because of the fact that, oh, they're willing to train you. You don't have to have experience. That everybody fucking jumps on it. And there's probably a shit ton of people out there that are well more qualified than I am.
Yeah.
So I don't get picked.
The job market right now is just kind of shit. No matter what field you're going into. There's a lot of...
Go ahead.
I was like, it seems like there's a lot of places that are like they'll complain that they can't find anyone, but then they'll have people applying. It's just like, no, you're finding people, you're just not finding that exact perfect match that you want, and that's what they wait to hire, is someone who is like the exact person they want, whereas someone they could like who might not have as much experience that they could train in like a couple days or a couple weeks and would do just fine. They won't even give a chance.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm now currently just drop that. I'm just trying to find remote like IT help desk positions, because that's pretty much what I do now. And getting it remote gives me remote experience, and I can put down, hey, I have remote experience. It may not be SOC experience, Security Operations Center, but it's remote. And yeah, I've been looking into it. And remote tier 2 is basically what I do now, and I'm listed as a tier 1. And those tier 2 jobs get paid like $3 more than I currently get. I'm like, man, that'd be nice.
$3 raise is pretty good.
Or looking for junior, like network admin jobs, sysadmin jobs. Because that's also something those security jobs are looking for. They're like, have already prior cybersecurity experience, SOC experience, or have like a couple of years of network admin or system admin experience, because then it's easier to train you.
Yeah.
Within those jobs, if you don't find a junior one, they want you to have a bunch of experience as a help desk manager and remote experience as a help desk manager. Like, fuck all of you. I have this job to be the bitch work to get me in the door. Why do I need more?
Yeah. I don't know. Job market in general sucks. I feel like the technology kind of sector is even worse right now.
It was pretty cool when I first started college. Everyone was like, we need people. There's tons of jobs out here. We need skilled people. Online, it still says it. They need people. There's more jobs than there are people. But I don't see them.
It's definitely still an expanding field. I'm sure you'll find something eventually.
Now, I have no doubt that I'll be able to put my degree to work, but it's just annoying.
Very.
Everything is like, oh, hey, this is an entry-level job, but you need 8 years of experience. It's like, alright, so you want me to be working since I've been 10? They're like, yeah, pretty much. Cool, thank you.
Get a job in the trades.
I went to college so I specifically wouldn't have to be in the trades.
I don't know. It's working out decent for me.
Trades pay very well right out the gate. They're kind of like, oh, hey, since it's physical labor, there you go. Here's a bunch of money. But if done correctly, you can get more using a solid degree. Problem's doing it correctly.
I was like, I'm on track right now. If I finish, or if I get all of my certifications I need by like this time next year, I'm on track to be making over $20 an hour. And if I get
what Blade's doing,
just fucking distribution for fucking.
He's a Frito-Lay truck
Yeah,
driver.
Frito-Lay. I was like, why couldn't I think of the goddamn company?
Motherfucker's making like 26 an hour or something.
I want to know how the hell he found that job.
Well, he started just like loading the trucks like over the summer, and then they were like, hey, we like you. Go ahead and run the routes as well. And then so he started running routes with people, and then like, hey, we like you. How about you go to some trainings and you just become a driver for those routes and do your own. And over the course of like a year or two here, he fucking got to that position. Granted, he works a lot. Like early in the morning. He's up at like 4.
Yeah, and he's like away for a decent bit of time too, and like he has to stay in other towns.
Yeah, like once a month or something like that. He does a week somewhere else, and they're horrible hours. You're expected 50. Like 50 hours is like the minimum, so you're guaranteed. Like you're constantly working overtime. But he works. I think he said he usually works over 60, and after like 60, 65, he going to double overtime. So motherfucker makes bank.
I forgot that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot double overtime existed. Back when I worked for the aquatic. Yeah, back when I worked for the aquatic park, I had double overtime one time. It was like a swim meet week or something. Holy shit! I was literally like at the pool for like 12 hours straight, like the entire fucking week. It was rough, but that paycheck was real nice.
Yeah, that setup picture he sent. That's how he can afford all of it. And I'm like, damn, that's a good looking setup.
Dude, yeah, his fucking setup's nice.
Homeboy went to gaming off Ethan's fucking hand-me-down laptop and broken ass computer to having custom signage and shit in this room.
His setup is what I aspire mine to be one day.
See, I wish I could hang up sound deadening, but A, this wall in front of me is cinder block and textured. It's not going to hang on that. And B, I can't put nails anywhere.
Get some fucking
I'm not allowed.
concrete anchor into the wall. That might piss off the landlord.
I piss off the neighbors.
You get like fucking
Minding your business, and here's a fucking anchor through your bedroom wall.
yeah, you get like a couple foot long fucking concrete anchors just straight through the wall.
The impact driver that would have to be used to do that, loud as shit.
Oh boy, that'd be fun. No, I need to get a monitor, so I can quit using Cassie's old fucking Samsung TV as my monitor. I need to get a monitor for my computer, and I need to get a new desk because this desk is way too tiny. It worked fine when I had my laptop, but now that I'm on my desktop, it is a little cramped.
I'm pretty happy with the desk I bought. Cassidy found it for me, big L desk now. I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of fucked up the room it provided by putting my desktop where it is and having the shelves on the desk, but it's nice having a bigger desk, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I want to get it. I want to get one of the corner desks. I think it'd be nice.
I need a new monitor. I just looked up the stats of my monitor, and it's not good. She's old, and it's a 60 hertz monitor, 1080p, SDR. Like nothing, no special, no nothing, just LED. And it makes me kind of sad because I watched Lucas use a 120 hertz monitor right next to my 60 hertz monitor, and I became actually upset with how much better it looked.
Fun fact: I've never had a monitor. I've always used TVs.
Well, we're up to 530, I think, hertz. Like, that's like big monitor.
That's ridiculous.
It was 540. Yeah, 540 hertz monitor. Jesus.
A little expensive.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is, I think, special from all the others. Oh my god, but this one is a $2,400 monitor.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think most of them cost that much. Like, this one's $900, this one's $900, this one's like $400. Dang.
I was like, they have a Samsung curved monitor at Costco for like $130, and I'm thinking that's probably the one I'm gonna end up getting.
Brother, if I'm getting a 540 hertz monitor, this shit ain't gonna be 1080p. Are you kidding me?
I guess that one's only 60 hertz refresh rate. That kind of sucks.
Listen, I've used 60 my whole life. It's perfectly fine.
My
just seeing those better ones side by side to the 60 just made me cry. I was like, I can see the frames change.
Me and Ethan's old laptops actually had I think it was 144 hertz or whatever that is.
Well, then mine should have had it too.
Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure that one I'm fairly certain that one did have. I know it was higher than 60. I'm not exactly sure what it was though.
I just want a better monitor. Mine. I've used bitch boy monitors for my entire life. I want something higher than 1080p. I want something higher than 60 hertz, and I don't just want boring ass LED backlights. I want like cool OLED, like real dark blacks. Like all cool monitor.
It's like Samsung has a 4K one for $400. It's still a 60 hertz, but it's curved. I like the curved monitors. What's your thoughts on the curved monitors?
I've never used one.
I've never.
I think they look cool, but I have no idea how I would feel about actually using one.
It's like I've never like actually used one, but I've seen them like set up as like display models at stores, and I was like, these are. I could get behind these. It's kind. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. Like especially if you're just using like your normal apps and stuff, like fucking OBS open and Discord open or whatever. For that, it's not as useful, but I can definitely see how it would have its advantages while playing games and stuff. It makes your field of view like feel a little closer to reality, I guess.
Yeah. See, I want like a 2K monitor, like a 1440p. I feel like you can get like 120 hertz, 144 hertz, 1440p monitor for not that much.
The prices of monitors have really gone down. They aren't near as expensive for the higher quality ones. They aren't near as expensive as they used to be, which is nice.
Yeah, these are like $200 max for a 1440. 144 hertz as well. Boom, right there. Perfect. An Acer monitor. Acer's a good brand. That wasn't hard at all. That was 165 hertz. 170 hertz. What are these weird ass fucking hertz rates?
Yep. That is kind of weird. I don't know. I've seen like the actual computer brand monitors side by side with like Samsung and LG monitors. And I'm like, fuck. It's like there's nothing wrong with the computer brand monitors like Acer and all that, but like compared to what like Samsung and LG can do, it's like goddamn.
Well, LG is still a gaming brand.
Is it?
Well, sorry. I was thinking Logitech.
I was like, Logitech is, yeah.
I was like, Logitech literally has Logitech G just for gaming. For whatever reason, I put Logitech G, LG. I'm like, ha. No, but I mean, Sony and LG are still big name brands. They're not just like random ass companies.
Well, it's like Samsung and LG are like known for making displays.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I don't know, it's not like, yeah, like I said, it's not like the other ones are bad. It's just like the freaking colors, and it's not even necessarily the resolution. It's just kind of how the colors and all that look, and the brightness and stuff like that is just ever so slightly superior to just the normal computer companies when it comes to displays.
Oh no, they're excellent monitors. Like, they've had forever to perfect the art of displays. Second drink time. Listen, today was horrible, so I need to.
I need to go make another one, but I'm finishing my coffee I got.
But no, I've kind of come to the realization that at this point, I can't really build my computer to produce better graphics on this monitor. Like, I can keep putting better CPUs, better GPUs, better RAM. I can keep beefing it up. But, I mean, it can't look any better than it already does. It's a 1080p monitor. That's it. It's not going to get shinier. It's not going to get cooler. It's just going to run smoother. And it already runs everything at 60 frames. So I just need to upgrade that portion of my PC now.
I need to get some more storage for mine.
Same.
I was like, I just got I think it was a terabyte drive that came with this thing. I don't even remember.
I'm looking at getting another terabyte of M.2 from SK Hynix, another Platinum.
Yeah, I had a terabyte drive, and that's all I got in this one currently. I don't know if
I used to only have a terabyte, and I wanted to kill myself. I have 2.5 terabytes now, and I'm still running out.
If I could, I'd get like fucking 10 terabytes.
So I have a terabyte M.2, which has less than a quarter of it still available. A terabyte hard drive, which has less than a quarter. And I have a 500 gig SSD, and it only has 67 gigs left.
I don't really need the storage right now, but I kind of want it. It's like my old computer had a bunch of pictures and videos and shit and all that on that. Pretty much the only thing I'm running on this computer right now is the fucking podcast and play video games, and that's it. So that doesn't take up a whole lot of space. But
no, the kind of games I like take up a ton of space.
Oh yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It's like, but as time goes on and I download more games, I am going to quickly run out of space.
Like, I've been in a real COD Zombies mood, and just fucking Cold War itself is like 120 gigs.
Oh, fucking Call of Duty. And their massive game size.
But, you were questioning what weird-ass fucking game I was playing when you got on.
Ah, yes, I was.
So this is... So the title of the game is Honkai Star Rail. If anybody knows this game, you know exactly what I'm about to say. It's not the kind of game that I tend to gravitate towards. It is a turn-based game, kind of like the old Final Fantasies and whatnot, you know? Build up your characters, get better shit. Turn-based fighting. And it's a really solid turn-based fighter. Like, the initial complexity of the fighting isn't hard. Like, it's not super complicated. Each character has one basic attack, one special attack which consumes a skill point, which are shared amongst the team, a passive ability, and an ultimate. Nothing too crazy, but behind the scenes it can get real in-depth real fast. The reason I say it's not the kind of game I usually play is because it's a gacha game. You know what a gacha is?
No.
It's a term that started in Japan, and those it's like those little gumball machines in the store. They're like, here's like 7 characters. Here's 7 things. Collect them all. Keep feeding your money. Finish the collection.
Yeah.
They're called gotchas because you start spending money and then, gotcha. Now you're going to keep spending money.
It's War Thunder. I understand.
No. War Thunder is so much better for your wallet than what most people do with these.
Unless you're Ethan.
I highly discourage anybody that has poor impulse control from playing any gacha games. Gachas are notorious for having shit odds. So, like, the best of the best characters are your 5 stars. They're on a just random, like, you don't know which ones are going to be available for the next month. It's just here's 2 new people, here's 2 returning people, and some other bullshit you can get. The odds of pulling one of those 5-star people is like 0.0016%. Like, you're not doing it. Matter of fact, it's so bad that they have a system in place that if you don't pull it within 90 attempts, it'll just give it to you for free. And it's called a pity system. And so people dump thousands of dollars just trying to pull that character. And then their signature weapon has the same odds. And in order to actually max out that character, you have to pull 6 more copies of them and 6 more copies of their weapon to max out the weapon. So people, like, the biggest whales of these games spend like $250,000 plus to max out all their characters. So free to play people kind of have to be smart with what they do. If you have poor impulse control, I wouldn't play it. The other reason I say it's not the kind of game I usually play is because it's all anime. It's anime style. So lots of quote unquote cute anime girls and shit like that, and the guys are all fucking butch anime dudes that are like all like, I had such a bad life. But it's a solid game is the problem. It's a fun game. And it's super well animated. The graphics are fucking beautiful. And it's just fun. It's just a fun game with a shit ton of stuff to do. But I'm just sitting here like, damn. Why you gotta look like this, though?
I hate that this is good.
Pretty much. I don't want to be... Because it pulls some of the bullshit anime tropes. Like, there's, I think, 3 characters in the game right now that are... Like the character model basically makes them look like a fucking child, but the game's like, nope, that's a full-grown woman. It's like, no, it ain't. No, it is not.
Are you sure about that?
So, having those characters in your roster means you can run around as that person, and it's like, I don't want to fucking look at that all the time. Just let me use the cool people. Why you gotta make one of the best characters a fucking child? But anime bullshit aside, it's a good game, which really sucks. I wish I could stream it to you to actually like show.
It's really
this cool shit.
It's really weird that it doesn't fucking work. It just crashes your fucking...
I don't know what Discord's doing. Discord just broke and said, nah, you want to try to stream? Fuck you. Crash. Apparently it's happening to a bunch of people. I looked up the problem and everyone's like, is there a fix to this? And they're like, no.
Not at the moment.
But it's made by a company called MiHoYo. Have you heard of Genshin Impact?
I have heard of that one.
Made by the same company. And Genshin gets so much fucking hate. But I've been looking at Star Rail for a while. And I was like, damn, I kind of want to try it. It's literally free. All their games are free. But it's not free once you start getting sucked into it. I never really pulled the trigger on it. I was like, nah. see, my friends are gonna see me playing this, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" They're gonna look it up and be like, Look at this loser playing fucking anime games." But Cade Swain, remember him?
Yep.
He kind of doesn't give a shit. What he plays.
Never has.
Never has. Like, he's played some of the sex games on Steam, like fucking. What is it? Like Honey Pop. I'm pretty sure he streamed playing Honey Pop to the rest of that group. I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird, but pop off, whatever. He has been playing Star Rail a ton recently, so I just finally sent him a message, and I was like, yo, what is it like? I was like, hey, yo, I've been looking at getting Star Rail for a little bit now, but I haven't pulled the trigger, as it'd be my first anime-styled and gacha game. But it looks pretty fucking good from what I've seen of it. So would you recommend it? And he hits me with it's a very fun game, but it is a gacha, so it'll tempt you into buying stuff like pretty often just to pull characters. But it is very free-to-play friendly for gacha games. Most of them are not. He's like, I've heard the story's alright, but I just kind of skipped through that. Gameplay is very fun, very visually stunning, and if you like turn-based combat, very good game. It's also very generous in giving you the ability to pull characters if you just save up a bit. He's like, I was able to pull the current banner character, which banners are the things that you just roll the gacha, roll your chances on. It's like I was able to get the character and their unique weapon by only paying for like $5 in the daily login bonus, so basically free. I'm like, it's helping get you, Cade. It's not free. It's gonna get you.
It's not free.
But he's like, I'd try it out right now. At the very least, it's free, and they're giving away a 5-star right now for free. So it doesn't hurt you at all just to give her a try, since it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like, and it's all PvE. There's no PvP, so there's that. Like, cool. We'll give it a try, but I know it's made by the same people as Genshin, and Genshin gets a shit ton of hate, whether it deserves it or not. So I didn't know if this game kind of followed suit with it, and even if it did, if it was worth the play regardless. So I just finally gave in and tried it, and I was like, damn, it is good.
I got
if you like turn-based.
Yeah. I might have to give it a shot. We'll see.
Just get past the anime bullshit, and you'll find out it's a pretty solid turn-based game.
I need to play more of the game I fucking bought a couple weeks ago. I've only played like 2 hours of it.
What'd you get?
Dyson Sphere program.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's fun.
I also have not sunk very long into it, but it is a good game.
I started playing, I'm like, man, this is pretty good. And then I just haven't had fucking time to play it.
Dyson Sphere. I have 11 hours in it.
I was like, I got my first...
I'm pretty sure it's multiplayer.
Single player only.
Maybe it was coming to multiplayer. I could swear.
It'd be a really fun game to have multiplayer in.
Go ahead and tell me your thoughts on it while I look this up. I swear to God, I saw someone playing it multiplayer.
I wish the in-game tutorial was a little fucking clearer. Because I have about 3 hours in. For a vast majority of that, I had no fucking idea what the hell I was supposed to be doing. Other than, like, gather materials. I'm like, what am I working towards? It's like, so, I did watch, like, a starter video on YouTube. I'm like, oh, okay, this makes a little more sense now. Once you get the basics figured out, though, it's pretty fun. It's a very satisfying game. And, unlike a couple other, like, really really big like factory builder games. I feel like that one's a lot more forgiving for like inefficiency wise. It's like there's some factory games. It's like if you're not maxing out your fucking efficiency, it sucks. It's gonna be a long grind. This one, it's like you always have plenty of resources. If you're not making anything at like maximum efficiency, it's not that huge of a deal, which is nice. And that game has enemies. I haven't been brave enough to turn them on, but I've watched some YouTube videos of people playing and fighting the waves of the enemies, and it looks fun to do that. So I might have to turn that on my next save I make.
See, I was playing before enemies were added, and haven't played since they added them.
They're pretty cool. It's a neat system how they do that. So like they'll attack you more often based on like your power usage and stuff like that. And you can fucking like go on a goddamn assault and fucking take them out off of that planet, and they'll come in and take out like different planets and stuff like that. It's cool. It's a whole fucking system.
So there is multiplayer, just not officially. You can get it through mods called Nebula.
Mm.
I was like, I swear to God, I've seen people playing this with each other. And I have, but it's a mod for it.
It'd be a very fun game to have multiplayer in. You can go into so much goddamn detail on literally everything in that game. It's ridiculous.
Ooh. I like looking at the pictures of people like making everything perfectly in a grid and like zooming out on their planet and just showing it. Oh, that looks real nice. I could never do that. Ooh, like that's a pretty planet.
Another game I've been wanting to play again recently is fucking Satisfactory.
Factory builders do kind of come in waves for me. If wanting to play 'em.
Yeah, it's like every once in a while it's just like, man, I want to just fucking optimize some shit and sit back and watch it do its thing. Just be like, you see that shit? You see how efficient that is? I did that.
See how efficient? I remember, because it always pissed me off playing the Satisfactory with Ethan, and then one day I was like, you know what? I'm getting drunk as hell and playing Satisfactory. And it became a lot better to play it with Ethan. It just pissed me off because he just started putting shit everywhere, and I'm trying to like optimize
and organize everything.
Make it orderly and make it like pleasant to look at. And this motherfucker's got spaghetti going. I'm like, stop putting fucking spaghetti. And it just like pissed me off. I'm better at that now. I used to be really bad at that. But
yeah, they're on.
One day I just played drunk as hell with them, and I was like, this is funny.
They're on update 8 now, and I think we quit playing on update like 2 or 3.
I just went to their website to look at the updates.
Yeah.
No, we played post that. I mean, we played like we started playing in update 2. But I know we've played during update 4. We never got anywhere close to get drones, but we've played on update 4. Like drones are in the game. I think I maybe loaded it once during update 5, which just added quality of life stuff and customization stuff. Nothing too drastic to that one. But I guess it added like train collisions. You can now fuck up your trains instead of just not caring and they'll go through everything. But yeah, 6, 7, and 8 for sure. I have not played one.
I forgot Satisfactory was a Coffee Stain published game.
Yeah, that's why it's good.
I also clicking on their page, fucking Valheim's on there. I also want to try that game.
Valheim does look fun.
It's like I
wanted to get it a while ago.
Yeah, it's like I've looked at it like when it, well, maybe not when it first came out. It had a real popular phase not super long ago. It's like I looked at it then I'm like, that looks fun. I should try that sometime. Just haven't got it. Added
I
to wish
watched
list.
it early access, but I just never pulled the trigger on it.
It looks pretty fun. It's only $20.
Yeah, it's never been that expensive.
None of Coffee Stain's
Like-
games have ever been very expensive.
I was just about to say, like most Coffee Stain.
Coffee Stain is what all publishers should strive to be. Just let
Why
your
does coffeestain.com just say stay tuned?
It's like Coffee Stain's perfect. There's just fucking leave your goddamn developers alone. Let them make what they want, and people will be happy. Hint, hint. Fucking
Can't even get on their
Sony.
hit and so.
Yeah,
Yeah, trying to push their shit on Helldivers.
that whole. Yeah, that whole bullshit.
Have you seen the community tape?
The what?
The community tape?
Oh yeah. The the fucking negative reviews.
That is a hilarious game to me. I
Oh,
wish
yeah.
it was in the game.
They might add it.
I really hope.
Oh god. What did the review say? There was a review like after it got changed, and it was like
Oh, did they back it out? Did they
yeah,
back out of it?
they backed out of it. Sony said, "Alright, sorry. Yep, nope, not doing that." Yeah, this
Oh, I'm
review.
so happy.
This game is so good, we even had a campaign mission in real life. It's like we
Helldivers 2 grunts want the PSN drama immortalized as an in-game game.
yes.
The devs are already working on a good name for it.
It was that was yeah. It took them like 2 days, 3 days, something like that. They're like, all right, yeah, sorry, not doing that.
Yeah, right, fucking there, the CEO, some dude tagged him and went, please tell me this will be a thing. And the CEO fucking responded, the team is talking about a good name for it right now. Oh, I so hope it's a cake. I so hope it becomes a cake.
It was like the fucking community manager was straight up just like, yeah, fucking review bomb the game, do it. Like wasn't even roundabout. It's like about it. He was just like, yep, just fucking do it. Show. Yeah, he's like, show them on platforms that matter instead of like on Discord and Reddit. It's like show them on platforms that matter. Like hint, hint, fucking Steam. The CEO himself was like, yeah, the CEO himself was just like, he's like, I don't agree with this, blah, 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 doing this like corporate thing. It's like, if the Steam reviews have to suffer, so be it. It's like, all right, well, he pretty much straight up gave you permission to go fucking review bomb it until they change their goddamn mind.
Yeah, right now it's a mixed review.
It's been bouncing back.
68% positive.
It's been bouncing back slowly. All the memes on Reddit and shit's like major order defeat Sony, fucking stuff like that's been hilarious.
I saw one that was major order, change your Steam review to positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people right here, just major order complete. We dive together or not at all. Democracy has prevailed. For those who we lost in the Levelon Creek, for those we almost lost because of Sony, but most importantly for democracy. It's all just posts about defeating Sony.
Oh. It's a great community.
Hey Sony, thanks for funding it, but could you kindly fuck off? And they're like, yep, yeah, alright. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, what are we sitting at?
1 hour.
Ha!
Right on time.
I actually paid attention when we started this time. Well, we talked about jobs, talked about computer parts, talked about some games,
Talked about possum facts.
possum packs. Pretty on par. Starting with the drinks, then going into animals, going into computer shit, ending with games. That's pretty on par.
That's how it's been going recently, and I'm fine with that.
I might have more animal facts next week. Cassie might be getting some more animals. Ones you may not expect.
Oh yeah. Fucking this weekend I'm gonna be in Hayes. We should try to do an in-person episode.
When this weekend?
I will be there from Friday night until Monday afternoon.
See, Friday might be going to Arcade 11 with Zach. So depending on when you get here, depending on when he wants to go, all three of us might be able to go to Arcade 11.
Well, I currently have 2 hours of overtime already for this week, so I think I'm just going to take off 2 hours early on Friday, so I'll be there fairly early.
Sounds good. See if we can't get Overplex together for some games.
There we go. Have him on as a podcast guest. Do a podcast, then go to the arcade.
I've tried. I asked him a couple weeks ago if he'd ever be interested. He's like, I don't know if I can add that much. I'm like, brother, we don't add that much. It'll be fine.
It's just our nonsensical ramblings for an hour. That
essentially.
15 people will listen to, I guess. Something like that.
Whatever. Anyways. We'll go ahead and call her here.
Yep, sounds...
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week, and as always, I don't know.
Thanks for listening.
For democracy.
For democracy.